Welcome back to What's in Store, everybody. We have some exciting news this week that Callahan is going to share with you.
We are going to do a giveaway once we reach 1,000 subscribers, so go hit that red button.
Please.
And once we do, on one of our Instagram channels, we will announce the contest and how to enter.
Or both of our Instagrams.
Yeah, so watch out for that. Keep watching these fun videos.
Our early thoughts of the giveaway are going to be, since Cal's Canadian and I'm from America, is that we are going to choose things that we both enjoy from either country, more so probably food-wise, and then put those into a big gift basket. And
send it your way.
That's
if
right.
You're the lucky winner.
Correct. Please hit that subscribe button for you and for us.
You don't want to miss this. For our video today, we are going to do a little get to know us and tell you about us, and let's start with why we started this YouTube channel. Evan? Because you may think that it was me that wanted to start this YouTube channel because I love the camera, but it wasn't. Plot twist. It was him. So
because everybody loves when I am on camera. But we started this as a way to document basically what we do together, and it's a fun way to be able to one day go back and look and see and watch our adventures, how we acted when we were 23 and young.
And still in love.
Yeah, when we're divorced and whatnot in 50 years. But it also gives us a way to, if we want kids, which I think we both do, to have our kids watch and see what we were like when we were young, and for their kids and so on down the line, so that they will never forget what their dad, grandpa, great-grandpa was like in front of the camera. So.
And their mom, grandma, great-grandma was like, and where they got all their kookiness.
Or their stepmom, step-grandma, step-great-grandma.
What? Wow, okay. Next question.
Yeah, let's move on.
We're going to explain why the channel name. So it took us a while to come up with, actually.
It did. We thought about it for a long time.
And I love like a good play on words. So his last name is Storbakken.
Spelled S-T-O-R-B-A-K-K-E-N. I should have had you spell it, actually. But.
And so we used the first part of his name to name it What's in Store, because I think it's a good question that we answer each time we're doing something.
Correct. And it's also because Callahan wants my last name.
I do, yeah. So hopefully it'll be both of our last names someday. What is this?
Yeah, hopefully.
This is not how he acts. He's putting on a show right now.
No.
Yes, you are, Mr. Tough Guy.
Who wouldn't put on a show for the camera?
Okay.
Says you.
Yeah, we were just fighting before this.
No, we weren't.
Now, we are going to tell you how this loving relationship started and how we met. So, I scouted him out first. We both were attending the College of St. Scholastica, and I first saw him in orchestra because he played the violin.
Now keep in mind, I played the violin in college because I got paid to play the violin in college. So, A, that shows just how good I am, and B, brought my tuition down. So.
Anyways, I love music and I love orchestras. So that's where I spotted him. And when I spotted him, he had this long, luscious hair. And he just looked like different from everybody else.
Not sure how to take that. But.
He looked hot.
And I guess everyone else didn't look hot. So.
So I called him Violin Boy because I didn't know his name. And then I'd see him when I was with my friends in like the cafeteria. And through a friend of a friend, I knew he had a girlfriend. So I was like, of course he does, look at him. of course, no luck for me. Anyways, neither of us knew each other's name. You didn't even know I existed, I don't think.
No.
We passed once in the hallway, I remember, and he said hi, but he doesn't remember that.
I don't recall that at all.
I also think I'm better looking now than I was then.
Let's cut to an old picture of Callahan quick.
No. So, anyways, since I'm from Canada, I went home for spring break, and that was spring of 2020. So the border shut, and I did not
Because of COVID.
Yes. So I could not get back into this country for like a year and a half-ish. Somehow, my Snapchat got hacked during the pandemic, and I put on my Instagram that I had a new Snapchat, so to add it, and he added it, so we obviously were following each other somehow. And then I looked him up after he added me on Snapchat, and I was like, no way. This is Violin Boy. Violin Boy just added me on Snapchat. And then I looked at your Instagram, and you had no pictures of a girl anymore. So I was like, whoop, this is my chance. Why did you add me?
I don't ever remember this.
You don't remember this?
Oh, I mean, I guess maybe, but it was probably because I was single.
Ready to mingle, I guess.
Yeah.
So we talked on and off on Snapchat, had a couple FaceTime dates,
A few, yeah.
and then we stopped talking because we annoyed each other and got on each other's nerves because we're actually quite opposite. I actually really didn't like you at some times, but then he'd like slide in on my birthday and send the happy birthday text, and then we would start talking again. And it was kind of like an on and off cycle. We'd always stop also because we were like, the border kept getting extended, we're never gonna meet, this isn't worth it. But then the border opened, and we decided to humor this little talking phase and meet. Which brings us to our first date.
Where Cal talked the entire time.
I think he said 3 words. And I was like, this is terrible. I'm just like word vomiting. Because I was so nervous. Because I always thought he was cute. He was just annoying and not very nice sometimes. But the date obviously went okay. Because we went on more dates. And then I think we just started to get to know each other better and understand each other. Because he's not as scary once you break him. There, smile, smile, smile. He's actually really adorable. But we should go off we should say our first like impressions of each other.
We shouldn't.
Yes, we should.
Anyways, here we are almost 2 years later, still dating. So that's always a good thing.
It's more than 2 years, but just not like our official dating. Because he
We've
took
been
a
going
while
on-
to ask me to be his girlfriend.
Oh, officially, I guess, yes. But what was your first impression of me then?
Well, I kind of told them.
Okay.
Played violin, was hot,
That's it?
and athletic. Athletic. He was on the ski team. And then my also first impressions of you that were that you were kind of mean.
Interesting. I wouldn't quite describe it like that, but
Okay, well, you spoke your mind.
correct.
Yes, he will not lie to you. And if he feels something, he'll say it.
Correct.
Yeah. And I wasn't really used to that. I was used to more boys going, "You're the prettiest girl in the world." But compliments from you mean a lot more.
Because they're true.
Yes.
I'm trying to think back now to my first impressions. 1, wore way too much makeup. 2,
Wait, has that improved?
Yes, it's improved a lot.
I'm not
because-
even wearing fake eyelashes right now.
Yeah, because above her eyes, eyeshadow, right?
Yeah, and winged eyeliner.
She used to wear black, like it was just pure black, looking like a straight skunk walking out of the bush sometimes. It was terrible.
Raccoon.
Both of them. It's like a mix.
Okay.
And then the second thing was she acted very, like,
Oh, what's that?
prissy, if that's a good word to use.
Really?
Yeah. Because when I did speak my mind of what was true, she would get very defenseful and be like, "Nuh-uh. Your opinion doesn't matter."
It's true.
Yeah, so I don't know if I could, there's probably a better word to describe that, but uppity.
Uppity.
Yeah, so those were my first two.
And how's your impression changed now?
Has it changed?
Or
Yes.
how has it?
How has it changed? Well, she's not quite as uppity. She's more willing to do the all natural look, which I think she's very beautiful without makeup on. But we're still trying to work on that. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. But yes, things have changed for the better for both of us.
My impression of you has changed as well. You're a very caring, sweet, loving person.
Wow,
You
thanks.
are.
That's very nice.
And you're still hot. So that's a plus for me.
That is
Yep.
for both of us. Yeah.
And now we are going to tell you about where we go or went to college, our degrees, and kind of what we want to do with our life. Take it away.
So obviously we said earlier we both met at the College of St. Scholastica in Duluth, Minnesota. I ended up graduating with a degree in psychology, and the intent was to go on to occupational therapy graduate school. That is not the plan anymore. Right now I am just finishing up getting my realtor's license for Duluth. So I'll be starting that within the next days, I guess. And then I also work at the Boat Club Bar and Restaurant as a server down there, which is something I never thought I'd do. But it's actually a quite enjoyable job that has a lot of good people, good bosses, and good connections. So it's been good for me.
I am currently a double major, about junior status, at the College of St. Scholastica, with a major in elementary education and vocal music performance. So my goal, I more did the music because it's always been a passion of mine, and I hope to be a teacher, or I will be, and I'm very excited to teach littles. I was a dance teacher during high school and a little bit through COVID, and realized that's what fills my soul the most, is teaching. So I'm very excited to start that.
And what grade do you want?
My goal is second, but I think first through like fourth is my ideal window. So hopefully I'll be Miss Callahan, a second grade teacher. We are going to tell you about our favorite concert we've ever been to. I'll start this one. I can't pick between two, and
But you have to pick.
Okay. Well, I've been to both with you, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Probably.
I think the most fun I've had at a concert was here in Duluth at Flo Rida. I love his music. I've danced to a lot of his music, and for being an older guy, he put on a great show.
You did.
It was
Yes,
a
he did.
blast. Like, if he were here again, I'd be the first one to get tickets. I loved it.
I've only ever been to 3 concerts. 2 of them with Kellen, one was Florida. We also, if go look back a couple episodes to Chicago, we went and saw Benson Boone. Both great concerts, but I think the one concert I went to without Callahan, I went with my younger sister, Anya, and we went to see Taylor Swift down in Minneapolis on her Eras tour. And while I may not know a bunch of her songs, Anya knew of them all. And it is a concert I will never forget. Having a sold out Viking stadium. I'd never been to a Vikings game either, so to think I was in the Vikings stadium for Taylor Swift and not the Vikings is pretty sad, but it was very memorable. So, all right, next section we are going to start off with our favorite hobby, and mine's pretty easy at the moment. A good friend of mine got me into this a couple years ago, something I never thought I would do, but I really enjoy golfing right now. I'm not great at it. I definitely still have a baseball swing back from high school days, but golfing is by far my favorite hobby at the moment, especially in Duluth during this fall and spring. So
I'm an artsy girl, so I like all the arts, dancing, singing. But one I really enjoy when I have time for, I really enjoy reading poetry and writing it as well. I just usually don't have that much time with school, or that's where my head goes. But
all right, and then favorite meal.
I'm going first. Evan's steak.
I was maybe gonna say that.
Evan's steak. So
Which,
good.
to be fair, Callahan did teach me
Thank you.
the process of how best to cook the steak.
But he's mastered
But
it.
then I perfected it.
Yeah.
And we're still working on getting her to actually taste the steak and have flavor in it, so not having it well done. And she's getting a little better.
I have a
better.
little bit of pink now.
Yeah, we're maybe at like a medium well. But I like my steaks. I used to like them like hers growing up, but now since working at the restaurant, I love my steaks
taste of the meat.
rare to medium rare. But I also would say that's my favorite meal.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But if I had a choice, I would add my grandma Mommer's blueberry pie to finish it off.
I would add your mama's green beans on the plate.
Correct.
Yeah. And a hard mashed potato.
Green beans, mashed potatoes, steak, blueberry pie.
Yeah.
It's a good
Hard
meal.
mash.
Good meal right there.
Yeah.
And then also our favorite holiday. Ooh.
I know mine. Christmas. I love Christmas time.
It's probably gonna have to be mine as well. Mine was between Christmas and Thanksgiving. American Thanksgiving.
American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, not Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably Christmas, as I do like getting and receiving.
That's the same thing.
Getting and giving gifts, especially to giving gifts to Maeve. Maeve
That's
likes
his other little sister.
Yeah, Maeve likes when Cal and I get her gifts. So.
All right, now we are going to say each other's best trait.
Mine is easy for Cal. It's also the thing I dislike about her the most. But my favorite thing about her is how much she gives to others and thinks about others before herself. Sometimes I wish that she would think about herself more. But it's not how her brain's wired, I guess, and so that is the thing I like the most about her. But what else I dislike about her the most?
Mine for Evan is his loyalty to the people he loves. He would do anything for his people. And I appreciate that, and that's hard to find in people nowadays. So I think that's what makes you very special. And lucky to be one of those people. So, all right, fun last thing here. We're gonna say our favorite memory together so far.
And once again, another easy one for me, but Callahan's family has 2 golden doodles. And that is how I got introduced to, I guess, the breed of golden doodles. And I got to be around Rainy a fair amount.
Because I'd sneak her away to school with me sometimes.
Yeah. And so one day in December of 2022,
Yeah.
I randomly, out of nowhere, went on Craigslist, of all places, and looked up puppy golden doodles.
Because I was joking about getting you a golden doodle for your birthday. Which
in
was
November.
near, yeah.
Or maybe it was for Christmas. Then.
Yeah, I think it was for Christmas. Yeah.
And so I went up and looked, and there was 2 golden doodle puppies down in the cities for sale. And I was like, Cal, should I do this? Should I call and go look at a puppy? And I called the breeder. We had a long phone kind of interview type thing. I was dead set on the girl dog. But after talking to the breeder, April, she was like, I just from what it sounds like, I think you should meet the boy, who his name was AJ. And so I decided, yeah, we'd go and see the 2 puppies. And I mean, deep down, I had a feeling if you went to go see them, how can you not come back with one? And the minute I laid eyes on AJ, AKA who is now Teddy Ted, I knew that I was A, ready to have another dog, and B, Teddy was the one who I should get.
It was a beautiful moment to see. I mean, as soon as you held Teddy, it was like it was meant to be. It was a very special moment.
It was.
And that all happened within like 24 hours
It
of
was fast.
seeing him online to having him.
Yep.
And that was a really fun thing to experience with you.
Yes. And so without Callahan, who knows, I probably wouldn't have
Probably.
Teddy now. So
And
that's
he's a
my favorite
big part
memory.
of your life.
Both of our lives.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think my favorite memory is a fun one. Last year on my birthday, Evan surprised me and took me for a helicopter ride over Duluth. But the door's off. And it was exhilarating and so fun. I've never been in a helicopter before.
I hadn't either.
Yeah, so that was a fun first to experience together. And we had a blast.
It was a little cold,
It was.
but it was fun.
And he kept going like on the side.
Kept banking pretty deep, yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Don't worry, it's my first flight." And I was like, "No." So that was a really fun moment, and I look forward to more moments together and making memories and documenting them here
Yes.
so that we can relive them forever and ever, as long as YouTube exists.
Yep, and so that you folks can also live them through us, whatever we do decide to do.
So we usually have a pretty fun time.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a good dynamic duo.
Yeah.
So, if there are any questions or things about us that we did miss that you would like us to answer, please feel free to drop it in the comments, and one of us or both of us will jump on and respond to those comments and get you the answers that you want to know.
And if you have any ideas of things you'd like to see us do, also drop those below.
Correct. We're always looking for new, fun things that maybe we are out of our comfort zone, even. So,
Because that's where life begins.
is that from a poetry book?
I think everyone knows that quote.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know this
Not
one.
everyone.
No.
Life begins outside your comfort zone.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Anyways,
come with us.
thanks for tuning in to What's in Store, and look forward to next week on Sunday.